The city of Sendai has announced the creation of a new promotional video with Yuzuru Hanyu, the city's tourism ambassador, to promote tourism. The creation of the commercial will be outsourced and the city is open to suggestions. It is scheduled for release around September 29th. The deadline is set for September 15th. Shooting dates, end of July, beginning of August. Duration, 1 day, 1 to 2 hours. The FaOI show in Miyagi has been announced to be shown on local television in a tape segment on June 9th. A 1-hour segment is planned. FaOI is very sparse this year with live broadcasts. I don't understand those who own this show. Asahi is another matter. They got the rights to the prologue, so they made the most out of it, live and delayed and behind the scenes and specials. Well done. Same with Disney and Gift, live world broadcast with a rewatch option. They'll be showing the behind the scenes soon, too. Hula and Note did great too. I guess that's why Yuzuru Hanyu chose them as the broadcasters for his shows. It must have been prearranged so that the audience coverage would be as good as possible. And it's like the owners of FaOI don't need the money. And this show is not a cheap show and the costs are considerable. I don't get it. Fuji TV can be called the most sadistic in the history of Japanese, and maybe even global, TV. They bought the rights for trance in 3 cities, 9 shows, not a single live broadcast. Miyagi Trance is recorded only on the local TV channel and only accessible for the residents of the prefecture. Why so? Why such dislike for money, high ratings and sponsors? It's just mind-blowing. Regarding Kobe, I didn't mean live. They could just do like last time. They only taped 1 day. Since the first day doesn't exist in nature, they didn't film it. The second day was filmed in news format, thanks to which we have a few minutes of Yuzuru Hanyu and Rizan from the news show. It's one thing to film and not show for long. Which is also swine. But another thing to not film at all. They have no shake of the hand. Amazing people, of course, in business terms. Kobe is terrible. And they have FaOIs every year, and it's the same thing every year. The only thought I have about Fuji is that it's a TV company that's affiliated with the Japan Figure Skating Federation. Maybe they think the less Yuzuru Hanyu they air, the better. Maybe they don't want to make him more popular. In Japan, everything about the actions of the Figure Skating Federation regarding Yuzuru Hanyu and some other skaters is completely beyond my comprehension. Just some kind of hatred. Such an explanation is one of the most common. I partly agree with it, but this concept does not fit the live broadcasts in 109 cinemas across the country of the same Miyagi and Niigata. And originally the number of cinemas was less, and their number was increased due to high demand. It's as if they have a veto on live broadcasts. Apparently, the screening in cinemas is considered by the Fuji management as something terribly modern and progressive. Ajinomoto's account tweeted out an ad for their miso soup with a positive video from Yuzuru Hanyu. Their tweet reads, "No weather at all, huh? You need an energy boost for breakfast on a day like this. And the most ingredients are in vegetable miso soup."
今日も一日笑顔で頑張りましょう。
Yuzuru Hanyu on the cover of Figure Skating Magazine 2022 to 2023 Volume 1. Sales start May 23rd. What a beautiful picture on the cover. Yuzuru Hanyu is so inspirational and exalted here. And the caption is very telling. I'm so happy that Yuzuru Hanyu is back for Ghost and rolled it so awesome on Stars on Ice, 2023. The only thing extra on this cover is the inscription at the very bottom. And Yuzuru Hanyu is extraordinarily handsome. Any changes in everyday life? Hanyu, no. Well, maybe I've gotten better sleep or something like that. Now I have more work and more things to think about, so to be honest, my head is full. To all of that, I don't forget about ice training and getting better. Maybe what has changed a little is that I never cut myself any slack or compromise. I used to be able to think, today I can take a little break, now I've stopped doing that. There is a responsibility as a professional. From now on, when I'm perceived as a professional, it's no longer a question of whether or not I'm getting results, but whether people want to watch me or not. After all, if I have to keep skating so that they want to watch, so that my skating is considered worthy, then I can't just take a break to rest. Do you have some kind of ideal image of professional athlete Hanyu Yuzuru right now? Hanyu, you can do competitive plus professional. Laughs, you can roll an arbitrary without mistakes. Something like that. Still, there's still the notion that professionals put more emphasis on artistry. But it's not like that for me. I want to keep doing difficult things, including Ultra C jumps. And I want to continue to challenge myself with challenging elements. Something like competitive plus artistry. So it's even more challenging. Hee, laughs. Yes, it's harder than before, laughter. Hanyu, exactly. I have to do more than before, laughs. But even though it's hard, I think it's worth it. I'm convinced that in and of itself, that endeavor is inherent in figure skating. Honestly, I think I can go even deeper into it next. Do you want to try to challenge new ways of expressing yourself that you haven't tried during your competitive career? Hanyu, I feel like I can do a lot more different variations of steps and spins. I'm no longer limited by levels, so I want to try a lot of things. The way you moved at ease as if in a staged program was very beautiful. Do you plan to stage your own numbers for the show in your future career as a professional? Hanyu, yes. The first thing I want to do is work on my own. If you ask me if I'll do the whole program, no. With someone else's help, little by little. I want to think about how to do productions according to my thoughts and feelings and things like that. What about group numbers? Hanyu, I don't think I'll be doing them. Still, first and foremost I want to do something that I'll be rolling myself. Looking forward to seeing what your performances will look like on the new stage and how you progress from perfect programs as a competitor to perfect programs as a professional. Hanyu, thank you very much. I think there's a perfect program by Hanyu Yuzuru. Of course, just as there are programs in a competitor that need to be rolled back at the current time, so there are my own ideal programs. But I think the program that everyone expects from Hanyu Yuzuru is on a completely different level. I want to make it even more special.